Hello, how are you? Today I want to talk about one of my favorite subjects, relationships. Considering that most of us are staying home and engaging and interacting with a significant other, husband, children, friend, family, roommates, neighbors, and uh, and I believe that there's a lot of times where myself uh, have struggled, have had this moments where I just want to completely disconnect and disappear and just not interact with anybody because they're triggering the hell out of me. Well, since last year, I started working on those relationships, starting with the relationship with myself. But there were still moments where I noticed I got triggered. And it has taken a lot of time because it's been a few months, not years, I'm saying months, to really recognize how we are the directors, the the ones that hold the script. So, for example, if you think of your mind as a director, and your beliefs and your subconscious mind are the script, you are telling the person in front of you how to behave. All right, and this is an example for it. Um, this morning, so I've been in this relationship with this person that hasn't been working out for months. We started really good, and after a few months, we broke up, and then we continued to engage casually, and I knew it wasn't what I wanted. So, but we continued to engage, and obviously, we continued to crash, and we continued to crash, and we continued to crash. And no matter what we did, we continued to crash, and the communication was awful, and our ways were not what I wanted. So I kept looking and thinking, what am I missing? What am I missing? And it wasn't until, I want to say 3 weeks ago, when I worked in a process about my vision to see things clearly. And it was for me to see things clearly, not just with him, but in general, obviously. And I started recognizing the things that I have not seen. And it's so crazy because, for example, and this came up a few days ago, a couple of weeks ago actually, when I started thinking about astrology and how astrology has been present in my life for the last couple of years. I don't follow astrology. I don't know not much about astrology. I find that, and this is my idea, when I'm reading a post, for example, about the retrograde and the energy and whatever, that if I engage in that, I'm putting the blame of whatever's happening in my life on something external, like the retrograde. And I'm like, no, whatever's happening in my life, it's my doing, it's my beingness. So, and obviously my beliefs. And now I have it very, very clear, like very clear. Because, for example, with this person, and it's happened with a few people, that communication wasn't easy. That communication wasn't flowing. And so I started thinking, how is it possible that me, being a Gemini, I am perceived as a good communicator, I am perceived as very easygoing, adaptable, funny, whatever. But I don't see that in people. And I'm like, oh wow. So what astrology really says is that I am a mirror. So if you engage with me, you will see that in me because that's in you. That's a belief that you have about yourself. I mean, it's obviously we all have those because we're everything. We're everything. We have all those qualities. But if we don't believe it at a subconscious level, and there's a difference, what you don't believe, you don't see in other people. And it's that simple. What you don't believe at a subconscious level, you don't see in somebody else. So I checked when I started thinking about a couple of weeks ago, when I started thinking about astrology and how it's been present in my life. So as a Gemini, I behave as a good communicator. But when I don't see it in other people, when other people are not easygoing, instead they're stubborn, I'm thinking, I must not have it in me. So sure enough, I did a process and I checked subconsciously. I am a good communicator. No. I am loving in my communication. No. I am easygoing, flexible, adaptable. No. That beliefs, okay, that beliefs in my subconscious always turn out to be no. So, okay, so now I understand. So what I'm doing is with my beliefs, I'm telling the character in front of me, whoever that might be, to behave the way I tell them. My mind is projecting. My mind is telling them to behave. So this morning, I was thinking about this relationship with this person. And I started browsing through text because I was looking for something. And I started getting triggered. I just reading the messages, I started getting triggered. And I'm like, okay, what do I make up? What did I make up about all those messages? He was unforgiving. He was ungrateful. He was negative things, no? So he was a lot of things, negative things. And of course they're triggering me because I have him in me. I have him in me. So when I did a process this morning, I am forgiving and I'm checking at a subconscious level. No. Oh, hell, of course. So I am telling this person how to behave. So unforgiving, ungrateful. And it's not that he doesn't behave that way with other people, or maybe he does behave that way in certain moments, but not all the time. So I was like, wow, like this is so interesting because now I can see how many times in my life I have had experiences with people where they're not forgiving, were not understanding, they were not respectful, they were not honest, they were not whatever because I continue to project with my beliefs. So my invitation for you today is to look around in your life right now and make a list. Make a list of all the things that trigger you about somebody, whoever that might be. Just pick one person or two of them if you want. Every single thing, every single negative thing that you get triggered by somebody is only a projection of your beliefs and it's subconscious. So you're telling this person how to behave. You are the director. You hold the script with your mind, with your beliefs, not what you think, with your beliefs at a subconscious level. And those beliefs continue to appear in every single character. Every single person in your life continues to behave the same way. And that's when the boundaries come around. Yes, because you said, I have to set a boundary. We don't need to set boundaries because if we change ourselves, if we change those beliefs, being respectful, being honest, being forgiving, being understanding, being compassionate, we start seeing that in people. People start behaving that way because with our mind, with our beliefs, we tell them how to behave. So if there is a relationship in your life that you would like to transform, that you have absolutely 100% this desire to change and transform, send me a message and let's see what's possible. because anything is possible. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.